Hey, sixth grade, it's Miss Keeley here. I hope you guys all are having a successful time with this project so far. I was able to see some of you guys that had posted them. Um, it should be looking something like this. You have a black outline of your bug or whatever you picked, and then maybe started coloring it a little bit. Okay, I think I said that I'm breaking this project into about like 4 different weeks. So this step is week 3 of it. First week was just drawing it out in pencil. Last week was drawing it in black and white and adding a little bit of color. This week, week 3 of this is adding more color, and then we're going to have a week 4 of adding more color and kind of focusing on little details, okay? So I did mention this in the last video that this can be kind of like an overwhelming project because it looks really difficult depending on what bug or insect that you chose. But I want you to really take your time, and that's why I'm breaking it up into these parts and just kind of focus on how the color is on your bug, if that makes any sense. I know like when I do kind of coloring like this, I get a little frustrated because when I look at it um, in little stages, it doesn't really look realistic to me. But so I'm gonna press play on this and I'm gonna kind of fast forwarding it because it's just me coloring it. But I had printed out a reference, so if you have either the reference on your computer, it's definitely important for you to have kind of out in front of you. And I'm just trying my best to kind of look on my insect to see where these different color sections are. And I'm just kind of like lightly kind of filling in that area with the color that I'm seeing. My bug had a lot of kind of color blending in it. So I just kind of built up different color sections and really kind of layered my colors as best as I could. And I think this is the point of the project where um, I was starting to see it come together a little bit more than in the beginning. In the beginning, it still looked a little bit kind of just like I didn't really think it was coming out that good. Um, but I just kind of persevered and kind of kept going with it, and I'm starting to now kind of like the way it's looking so far. And even though like I like this whole thing is colored right now, it's important that you go back and really try to like keep adding layers and extra details, because that's what's going to help it look more realistic. So I have it kind of all colored out, and then I have kind of this like black area in the middle. So I'm just going to slowly start to try to build up that section, and I'm lightly kind of shading in some black of mine. Obviously, your bugs are different, but my suggestion is like just kind of keep adding layers, take your time, think about what colors are in which area. It the whole focus of this project is that things are symmetrical, like kind of same on both sides. Your colors might not be perfectly symmetrical, but um, kind of holding that into consideration, like, oh, if I put red in this spot over here, maybe there'd be some red over in this spot too. Okay. Um, and so this took me, if you look at my time down here, it took me about 15 minutes to color just this one kind of back shell area. So, um, and I kind of fast forward through it obviously, but I really want to emphasize that take your time. If you sit down and set a timer for 10 minutes, whatever you get done in that 10 minutes is perfectly fine. I don't want this to be too overwhelming for you guys. I want to break it down into little steps at a time because I understand you have work from all these other teachers. Um, I don't want to be having you sit down for hours and hours at a time to do this. Obviously, if you enjoy art and you want to do this, um, all in like one go of it, that's up to you, but this should be kind of like 10, 15 minutes at a time. Um, whenever I kind of draw things for fun on my own, I put music on, I put like a TV show on in the background that I don't really pay attention to that much, but I make it a fun and enjoyable thing rather than a stressful thing. But maybe I know a lot of you guys are into YouTube, maybe you put on like somebody talking and you don't really watch what they're doing, but you can listen to what they're saying. That would be kind of a fun, enjoyable thing for you to do while you're coloring this. But yeah, the whole thing that I'm trying to stress is that um, take your time and just try to color it as you see it. Okay, that's my best advice. Next week, depending on kind of where you guys are, maybe you need more time to kind of color bigger areas of your bug or insect. But for me and maybe some of you, it would be kind of like the legs and little other details of your bug. Okay, so I will chat with you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have success. Feel free to email me if you are having a hard time with it. And I can try my best to kind of help you out from a distance. Okay. Well, I will chat with you next week. Bye.